in a way that you've
Exactly. And there was no women's movement in Canada, and there was no women's rights, and there was no maternity leave, and there was no daycare, there was nothing. It was, women were still in the home, and those of us who were getting PhDs were anomalies. And what's wrong with her? How come she isn't married? Why is she getting a PhD? I guess nobody wants her. And my own family, you know, they were proud that their daughter had a PhD, but the big question is, why aren't you getting married? So that was the mentality then, that women's only true calling was marriage and children. And that women who pursued higher education were odd somehow, they were out of step. So all of this, of course, changed when the women's movement arrived here, but there was this tremendous excitement in the air that you were in on the ground floor of a new movement. Of course, there was Trudeau mania, which I was quite involved in, and Trudeau was perfect prime minister for the time because he was young, he was totally non-deferential to tradition. He believed in participatory democracy, so I got involved in the Liberal Party as well. And I was able, through my politics with the Liberal Party and my activism in the women's movement and my scholarship, I was able to bring all of these together in a way that was very meaningful for me, because in the early 70s, late 60s, early 70s, the Royal Commission report on the status of women came out, and had 168 recommendations on how to change the laws to improve the status of women, and it was just too overwhelming for the government of the day. So Trudeau appointed a 3-woman task force of the Liberal Party to travel across Canada from St. John's, Newfoundland, to Victoria, and hold town meetings in every major centre in Canada.